In this video, you'll see how to create and apply view templates to help create consistent drawings throughout the project. I have the exercise file view template open, and we're looking at the floor 2 plan view. And looking in the project browser here, we can see that we have a floor 2 dimensions and a floor 2 furniture plan as well. I'll open both these views. And looking at each of the views, we can see that they display the objects on level 2 in different ways. So the furniture plan here has colours applied to the furniture in the rooms. And the dimensions plan here has the furniture hidden and just shows the detail required to place dimensions. And the floor 2 floor plan has everything displayed, including these section markers and elevation markers. Now we need to create similar dimensions and furniture views for floors 3 and 4. So first I'll swap back to the floor 2 dimensions plan. And before we create the view template, we need to apply a black solid fill to the walls. So to do this, we'll click the edit button next to the visibility graphic overrides. And now in the model categories here, we'll search for walls. And now we can click the override button under the cut patterns here. And we'll set the pattern to be a solid fill. And then we can click the color swatch and pick the color black. And now click OK to save the color, and then OK to save the override. And then finally OK to save the changes that we've made to the visibility graphic overrides. And now we can see all of those walls are colored in black. We'll create the view template from this view. So to do this, we'll go to the View ribbon tab, and from the graphics panel here, we'll click the View Templates drop down and then pick Create Template from Current View. We need to give it a name first, so we'll call this Dimensions Plan. And then we'll click OK, and we'll go to the View Template properties now. So we can see we have several view templates in the model, and the Dimensions Plan one is selected. And looking at the list of parameters, we can see that we have the view scale, detail level, visibility graphic overrides for all of the different categories, as well as other parameters such as the color schemes. And looking at the include column here, we can see that they're all selected, which means that when we apply this view template, all of these options will be applied to that view. I'll unselect the scale at the top here, which means that when we apply this view template, the scale of the view would not be changed. So we'll click OK to save this Dimensions Plans template. Now we need to create the dimension views for floors 3 and 4. So to do this, we'll go to the View ribbon tab here, and from the Create panel, we'll click the Plan Views drop down, and then click Floor Plans. And now from the bottom here, we'll unselect the Do Not Duplicate Existing Views. And now in the list of views, we can choose floor 3 and 4, and then click OK. And now looking in the project browser, we can see we have new views for floor 3 and floor 4. So we'll right click over floor 4 and choose rename, and we'll name this to be floor 4 dimensions. Now to apply the view template, we'll go to the View ribbon tab, and on the graphics panel we'll click the View Templates drop down and click Apply Template to Current View. So now we can select the Dimensions Plan template and then click OK to apply that template to the view. And we can see now that all of the furniture has been switched off, and we have the override to display the walls in black as well. Now let's do the same for floor 3. So we'll open up the view, and now we'll right click over it and choose rename, and we'll name this floor 3 dimensions. And now as an alternative way to apply the template, we can right click over the view and choose Apply Template Properties. And again we can pick the Dimensions Plan template and then click OK, and that will be applied to this view as well. So now we have the floor 3, floor 4 and floor 2 dimensions plans all being displayed the same. However, the views are not locked to the view template at the moment. So for example here in floor 4, if I click the edit button next to visibility graphic overrides, and we scroll down to the walls category here, we can click the override that's colouring the walls black, And in here, if we click on the color swatch and change it to blue, then we can click OK to save the new override, and then OK to save the visibility graphics. And we can see that walls in this view have been changed to be blue. However, in the other views here, they're still shown in black. So now I'll swap to the Floor 2 furniture plan, and we'll create a view template of this view here. So from the View ribbon tab on the graphics panel, we'll click the View Templates drop down, and then click Create Template from Current View. And we'll name this Furniture Plan. And we won't make any changes here, so we'll click OK to save the new view template. Now we need to create the furniture plan views for floors 3 and 4. So we'll go back to the View ribbon tab, and from the Plan Views drop down, we'll click Floor Plans. And again, we'll uncheck the Do Not Duplicate Existing Views option here, and then choose Floor 3 and Floor 4, and click OK to create those new views. So once again, we'll right click and rename this first view here to be Floor 4 Furniture. Now let's rename the Floor 3 view as well, so we'll right click, choose Rename, and call this Floor 3 Furniture. And now to apply the view template to this view, we'll do this through the Properties palette. So scrolling down, we can get to the Identity Data panel. And we see we have a parameter here for View Template, so we'll click the None button next to this. Then we can see the view templates that we have available. So we'll choose the Furniture Plan template, and then click OK. And we can see this view updates to match the template, so we have the furniture and the walls all coloured, along with the colour scheme for the rooms. But actually, looking at the Properties palette now, a number of parameters are greyed out. And if I click to edit the visibility graphics here, we can see that these are also greyed out. And this is because the view is now locked to the view template, and the only way we can make changes to this is to edit the view template. So now I'll open up the Floor 3 Furniture Plan, and again from the Properties palette here, we'll click the None button next to View Template, and select the Furniture Plan template, and then click OK. And we can see that we've got that applied to this view as well now. So I'll swap back to the Floor 2 Furniture Plan, because although we created the template from this view, we didn't apply it to this view. So again, in the Properties palette, click the None button next to View Template, and then choose the Furniture Plan template, and click OK to assign this to the Floor 2 furniture view. So now if we need to make changes to the way these objects work, we need to edit the view template. So I'll close down the views to leave just the 3 furniture plans open. And now from the View ribbon tab on the Windows panel here, we'll click Tile Views so that we can see all 3 of those. And then from the navigation bar here, we'll click Zoom All to Fit. And now if we want to change the colour of the furniture, we'll go to the View ribbon tab, and from the View Templates drop down here, we'll click Manage View Templates. Now we can see we have all of the templates shown in the list here, so let's filter this to show just the templates for plan views. Now we can pick the Furniture Plan template, and then looking down the list of parameters here, we can click the Edit button next to the VG Override Filters. And this we can see now provides the orange colour to the furniture, so we'll click on the Pattern Override here. And then we'll click the orange colour swatch here and change it to be green. And now we can click OK to save that colour, and OK to save the override. We'll click OK to close the visibility graphics, and then finally OK once more to update the view template. And now in all 3 of those views that have the view template applied, we can see the furniture has turned green. And that now completes creating the view templates for this model.